Hi guys, welcome back, Crumbling Homestead. Today it's time to prune our Albertine rambling rose, so I'll just show you the tools I'm going to use. Spin you around. Let's get the viewfinder in place. So I just got a pair of sort of thorn-proof leather gloves. We'll soon find out if they are. Got a pair of my trusty Felco number 8 secateurs, and they are quite sharp, but it's good to make sure they're sharp. And I've got this little set of diamond sharpening stones. I tend to use a medium to just give them a quick sharpen up, and then just a trug to put the prunings in. So let's go and have a look. I've shown this before, by the way. Now, actually got a bloom on it, just there. Anyhow, you can see that it's actually come away from the fence. It looks like one of the wires has snapped, so maybe I need to use a thicker gauge wire. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is get it pruned, and then at some point I'll get it tied back into the fence. Okay, so I shall bring you back. I'm going to remove a few of these long growths, shorten them back to about 4 inches. Smaller side growths again to about 3-4 inch, and they can just go in the chop them a bit, put them in the trug. Cut out some of the older wood, tell by the colour of the bark as opposed to the new wood. Hope that's coming across on the camera. Let me just check on that. Hope you can see that's the new wood, colour of the bark there. That's the old wood, so I'm making sure that I take out some of this older wood. Anything that's been damaged, you can see that that branch has been snapped, so I'll take that off. Any dead wood, obviously that needs to come out. Spin you around a bit. secateurs down. So you can see I've taken out quite a lot of material there. Don't be alarmed by that, it'll all come back fine. They're very vigorous, these plants. They can make a lot of wood in a season. I've put a few canes, well, sort of tried to put a few to one side, and I'll show you why in a minute. But I hope you can see what I've done there. I've taken back a lot of branches. Getting snagged up there. You can see even some ones there, that's a good ½ inch. Taking it back to about 8 or 9 inches. Some of them even to about 3 inch, where they'll all throw out new growth next spring. So I'm hoping this camera isn't bumping around too much. And you can see that's a good example of a new growth. This one here, you follow it right the way along. That's probably, I don't know, my guess is that must be nearly 9 to 10 feet long. So it is a vigorous rambling rose. And sometimes, depending on, you know, kind of what the space you've got to fill is, you know, I tend to tie them into the fence and they'll kind of creep along or ramble along, as the idea is. But this was getting way overgrown in here, so I've cut it hard back. Those little side shoots, I've left those because they're nicely into the trellis where I want them. And like I say, what I'll do at some point, I'll get some thicker galvo wire and some vine eyes and put some more wire and then tie it into that so it's kept back to the fence. So I'll go and show you now why I've kept these longer pieces down here, which are a little bit obscured, but I'll show you why, so I'll bring you back. Yeah, so back in about the first week of July, I took some cuttings of climbing roses, which would be semi-ripe wood, as opposed to what I'm doing now, which is over there, which is ripe wood. So these were a go at semi-ripe cuttings, and it's a spectacular fail. Again, things got in the way. I'm not making excuses. I mean, look at that, totally waterlogged. You can see it's absolutely full of water. Nothing's going to grow in there. Nothing. So the compost can go back down to the allotment, onto the compost heap. That won't get wasted. Plastic will be recycled, etc, etc. These were the idea of kind of making a little greenhouse, and you can vent, you know, to kind of let air in and out, what have you, keep temperature and humidity. But again, if you have a look at this, it's just nothing at all, absolutely nothing. Another one. Not even a hint of any root. So I don't know where I put them in a north facing aspect so that they wouldn't get too much sunshine on them. So I don't know, I'll have to go back to the research and see where I went wrong. But you know, I think we should show our failures as well as our successes, and I know a lot of people do that actually, so I wanted to show you one of my failures. Let's get some of this material I put to one side. So for example, this here would be good. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut it, so obviously you want to get the right way up, so that's vertically, that's as the shoot's going up. I'll cut it into lengths a couple of foot long above a leaf joint, and then I'll go and stick them in some moist, or just heel them in some ground just for another couple of weeks or something until November, and then I'll plant them then. I'm just going to plant these straight into the ground, so just somewhere above a leaf. That's my 4 lots of stems for cuttings. To say that I'll probably cut those in half, so each cutting will be about a foot long, and then we'll find a piece of ground to put them in, so that'll be the subject of another video. So I'm going to leave it there. I've got all this lot to tidy up now and get rid of. It's going in the municipal bin. It's pretty much the only stuff I don't compost, to be honest with you. So like I say, thanks very much. If that's been useful, don't forget, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the box down below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do really appreciate support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.